High on Flight TV, Los Angeles, baby. We got Lex Bratcher in the building. Let's go. It's your world, sis. Let's get it.
Look, Mike first. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. My bad if I was late. My shorty wouldn't leave. I was in the Morgans because that rubber turned her on and her love out cost me this thing. Okay, I was getting gawk in the tea. It got me to ding. Took my eyes off the road. It's a lawful machine. Try to give a FaceTime. Wait, pause. Now that's 2 back-to-back bars on your screen. 2 X's on your eyes, causing a scene. If I swing on your turf, I'ma pocket the green. He was offering D for awfully free. Too small when it saw me, got it off of the sheen. Oh man, I be really cooking on the track, Gordon Ramp. Rose on my back, so you know my white fam. Get up out the kitchen every time the spat is in hand, cause they understand. Every time I black, it ain't bland. What's next? Man, he really mad, cause I am the best. Girl, you got a passenger man rolling in the jet in your city, crashing the land. Show up to advance, gotta get the cash in advance. Open wide when I spit this. Still right around on loops since a kid playing grip shit. Now loops making me loot in that reach is so wide, man. My legs about to run halls when I go ahead and kick shit. All about that money, man. I gotta go the fast route. But I got that file like my CD getting cashed out. Put him in the sky like Ferrer was my cash cow. You keep touching on I, you gon' see how I lash out. I'm killing them outrageously. Shoot outside your block. What's a better fade to see? Everybody looking around aimlessly, but they gon' see this headshot like I sent it to hella agencies. Don't fit the script, get in a tight crawl. Coke dispenser, I push, ice falls. Might catch a flight to your street to fight y'all, but if I draw, niggas gon' see the light. Oh, see, we ready. Doom is coming for you. This a green Laveri. I'm choosing on her perfume, so she do the blues all over the room like that scene in Belly. Oh, I'm really the truth, so I'll take a second to preach on some of my beliefs, and you may respect it, and some of y'all gonna be like, psh, psh, psh. Like you getting beat up in a game of Tekken. But look, before I leave, free Gaza, Sudan, Congolese. Do not believe all the things our government speaks. The purple bleeds, we can see it ain't what it seems. They lying deep from DC to the Tel Aviv. It's up to me, up to we, keep it circling. Don't let your feet start to feed you when you believe. There'll be no heroes, so please make sure you repeat. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Lex. And fuck ICE. Woo! Come on, one take.
Let's go, Lex. How you feeling, though?
What's
up?
Man. You know, I'm always feeling good, man.
I feel like you were born natural on the mic and doing what you do.
I appreciate that. You know, you just gotta, I don't know, I put my all into it. I've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah.
And I just love, I love the game. I love the hustle. I love the rhyming. I love the lyrics.
I feel like you love the sport, too. Like you
I love the sport.
Yeah.
I love the sport.
I love that. Was you always just, you know, this naturally nice? Was there a process in just getting better, feeling confident, and not only just with the music, but with making content, because that's a big part of your story?
Man, I would say that just from the beginning, I always had an ear for it, but yeah, throughout doing it for years and years and years, you just kind of figure out your own sound, and you start learning you take from, you know, different people in terms of like their, like learning new skills and stuff like that, with content, with music, with lyricism, with everything, flows, everything. And so yeah,
so it's being a student of the game,
being a student of the game forever, and never feeling like you're bigger than you're never bigger than the program.
That's real. That's real. What's the biggest takeaway you think people, students of the game right now, are taking away from artists, and specifically within the artistry, right? You know, like as an MC coming up, I'm looking at like the Nas's and the guys that are like super lyrical and dope. Like, damn, I wish I could do that and be that. And I feel like the ascension to reach for something higher from a craft standpoint in writing isn't quite there as much, or it's not as recognized as much, because the pop artists or the hip hop artists that are charting aren't necessarily of that cloth and caliber. So what are kids paying attention to right now?
To answer the first part of that, I would say that most people nowadays want to be famous more than they want to actually study the game. And so they're looking at everybody that's popular, and the most popular people are the ones that are doing the most outlandish or outrageous things, rather than actually who care about the craft, who care about the art and the music and everything. So I think that's probably who they're leaning more towards. And I'm not mad at it. You know, we all you gotta keep going with it. Like they would have said that in the 90s about the 2000s. They'd say that about the 2010s you know, it's like, it's always been that way. But, and you know, as artists who are continuing to grow with it, we have to do just that. We have to keep learning the new stuff just as much as we want to pay homage to the old stuff. Right.
I saw this clip from Denzel Washington that said that nowadays people, it's all about just being followed, but when they follow you, what are they going to get when they get there?
100%.
And so you have to have that talent first. And, you know, there's no right or wrong way necessarily, but I always fall back to doing things for the right reasons, you know, because ultimately the cream of the crop is going to rise to the top.
Agreed.
So get your money, get your fame, get your following now. But like, if you're not sharpening your blade, it's not going to translate.
100%.
And whether it's your pen or it's what you're doing in the studio.
And that's with everything too, because I feel like even a lot of lyricists get on here and say, I'm fantastic at this. I've been a great rapper forever. I'm lyrically the best, but you don't work on your sound to sound sonically like what is popular. And so it's like you're getting passed up because you're not moving with the times. You're not I don't know what I'm thinking about, but yeah, you're not essentially like going with what is popular now, which
or even the standard.
The
standard
100%.
of quality.
100%.
Right. Now I feel that. Where's your family from? What's your ethnic background?
So I'm black and white. My fam, I don't know, my dad's side, everybody's from Ohio technically.
Okay.
I was raised in Maryland.
Yeah,
I was raised in Maryland. So
no doubt.
Yeah, raised in DMV all the way. That's what I rep. And then
DMV, that's what's up. Well, the reason why I asked is because I feel like you have a racial ambiguity about you, like as I do as well. So if you ever need a Mongolian, Filipino speaking actor for your joint, holla at your boy.
Right.
But how does that play a role, if any, at all in your journey? Whether it's the music, the live shows, doing stuff, people's perception about you, the trolls in the comments, is there anything like that? I just would love for you to paint a picture about, your background and how that affects.
Man, that's a great question. So as much as I've had, a very different experience than I feel like a lot of people, especially in this particular game, I do have to first and foremost recognize like that because of my racially ambiguousness, I have a lot of privilege and that like a lot of, I feel like black women who do this game they have to fit a particular mold in order to, make it. Rather, I feel like maybe I get a little bit more of a pass because of it. And so I think of like, incredible rappers like Chica or Tierra Whack, all of these people who I feel like they're doing fantastic. And I just feel like they deserve to be bigger. And that's why I'm so happy to see someone like Doechii getting such an incredible platform as a beautiful brown-skinned, dark-skinned woman. And but obviously on the other side of that, I do get a lot of I get kind of maybe pigeonholed because of because I'm biracial, or I'm not allowed to have experienced certain things, or I'm looked at as if my experience isn't valid sometimes.
Right. I hate the double standard where it's like, if you're mixed with this, then you're that. If you have a drop of this in you, then you're that, right? And so like being Filipino and white, it's like, oh, nah, you're not white, you're Filipino, right? Or it's like, it feels like you're forced to choose, right? Like if you're black and white, it's like, well, I have a drop of black in me, right? Respectfully. 100%. It's like, oh no, you're black, right? But then there's somebody policing it, and it's like, no, like they can just take away your black card. It's like, no, you was born like that. They can take away my Filipino card or something like that. I really just hate that double standard, because what doesn't get talked about enough is, no, I'm biracial.
Right.
How about that? Can I just be biracial and not have to choose? Because that to me is the system.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel that. I think I also have a little bit of a pride about it, because in terms of like of my blackness. My mom is white, but she was like, first person, you're going to be in Black Student Achievement programs. You're going to be on the NAACP Youth Council. Like, because I'm, as a white woman, I cannot show you what blackness is, but you're going to go through a different life than I am, and therefore I do want to make sure that you are around people that look like you and that feel like that can go through what you go through, you know, because as a white, or as my mom being a white woman, if I would get on a bus with her, or the subway, the train, the metro with her, I get people looking at me and her like, are y'all, you know what I mean? Like, who is this kid with her? And so it was always like, it just was a different experience for sure. And I feel like I like I said, I learned the privilege of having a white mother, but she wanted to make sure that I understood that the world is going to see me differently, but that I'm not different, and that I'm not anywhere, like I'm not, you know, I'm just as valuable to the world.
Right, and you're just as American.
Yeah,
right?
I'm just
Let's
as
talk
American.
about
I'm
that.
just as everything. Like,
you know, shout out to my Dukes though.
Yeah.
Like, for real, that awareness.
Yeah, for sure.
Is so much. And if I could just piggyback off that for a second, you know, my mom, You know, she dropped out of school in 6th grade.
Yeah.
You know, she was the only girl in her family. She was selling mangoes and ice cream in the Philippines. You know, and so she didn't have that awareness, respectfully, when she came to America, you know, with my father after having me. And, you know, people are just trying to survive in some areas, you know, especially like in the Philippines. So she didn't have that awareness, and maybe my father didn't as well, to be like, man, he is a mixed child 100%. And his life is going to be different. So the fact that your mother recognized that, I'm sure it just made all the difference in the world, and more people need to recognize that. 100%. You know what I mean? So shout 100%. Out my Dukes.
Shout out moms.
Love it, love it. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing more from you, everything that you're doing with the music. I saw that you performing and stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
No, got to do everything. Look, this is a DIY thing. I don't have a team. I don't have nobody. It's just me, myself, my little camera, my little mics, and that's it.
Yeah, I love it. Well, much success to you, Lex. Appreciate you.
Appreciate
For sure, you got it. This is High Off Life TV. It's Mike Sick, the Mental Oriental. Get in the comments. Let us know what you think, who you want to see. Y'all know how we do 7 years strong, man, bringing you the internet's best. You can't spell bars without the A&R, because all you left with is BS, baby. Holla at me.
Jeez.